Hi, I'm Jamie Flinchball. We've been talking through a whole bunch of videos as well as my coaching work around strategic thinking and particularly around business models. Business models are really how you put your structure together, both the front of the house, how you engage with customers, channels, the value proposition, etc., as well as the back of the house, the assets, partnerships, etc., that serve to deliver that value proposition. So as we do that, I just thought I'd do a quick book review of a book I just recently finished called The Invincible Company. So this book is really in a series of books. There's Business Model Generation, which is really the first and probably still one of the best books to really go deep into understanding business models. Maybe not deep, but certainly explore. And value proposition design and other books that they've generated. So this is the latest in a series. Let me get the negatives out of the way first. The format's interesting. If not many of us are reading on planes, but carrying this around isn't the most easy thing, nor is it even easy to hold in your hand and read. And while I appreciate the idea of the design, but so many pages like this that just actually start to get frustrating from a reading process standpoint. So that's a small point, really. More importantly, I think in the book there's very little. There's a few areas that I think they go into that I just don't think is really well informed. I think the culture piece is rather shallow. Talk about a culture of innovation. I think as they get into organizing your company, org design, I think they have some interesting ideas that might make you think, but isn't really based on a lot of evidence that I see, certainly, and I've been studying this pretty hard. So where this is useful is as almost a giant appendix for business model generation. That's how I see it most useful. It shows you different business models, different leverage points in a business model canvas, and they use case studies or examples. Some of them are, the common extreme ones that everybody likes to use, like Amazon, which is clearly one of their favorites, and get overused because most people aren't really trying to do this as the largest company or one of the largest companies in the world. But there are some more relatable examples in there as well. I think there should be a whole lot more relatable examples, but what this really is sort of an index of leverage points, different ways to sort of think about leverage in your business model canvas, giving you some assessment questions, some probing questions, some thought-provoking questions, and some examples. And so where I think this is not that useful as a standalone study, if you are currently in the middle of redesigning your business model, I think reading this book in parallel and using its questions to start to shape your thinking and test different ideas, I think it could be very, very useful. So many companies are rethinking their strategies right now because they have to. And so if you're already down the path of using Business Model Canvas as a tool, then this is a great way to start to explore other ways to pivot and find leverage in that business model canvas. So give it a read, The Invincible Company.